You could do
Because
it
we're
now.
live right now. There we
We're
go.
live. Look at that.
We're live.
Wait, what happened to your glasses, Scott?
What glasses? You put it back
Oh.
on? Hey, everybody.
I want to know why. I want to know why Lloyd's not shirtless.
No, he was earlier. He was just going shirtless for me, but he put it on. There we go. There we go.
Lloyd's got 100 videos, shirtless videos. What's that?
I never get sunglasses. I am the truck stop cheap crap junk $5 that works for me. My wife has sunglasses. When she scratches them up, she says, "Yeah, well, I need some new ones," and I just take her old ones. Well, I went ahead and I told her, I said, you know what? I actually want a pair of those. And then she gets them for me. I'd like to have flipped out whenever she told me these things were $50 a piece. I'm like, what the heck?
That's pretty
Feels
cheap,
good,
Lloyd. That's
Feels
pretty
good.
cheap.
No, not for me. I'm a $5 guy because I'm going to ruin them. I'm still got them in the case. I don't want to wear them.
I'm the same way with sunglasses because I know I'm going to lose them or break them. So I get it.
I've never owned a pair of Oakleys. I never will. There's a magnet that takes them to the bottom of the river or the lake.
That's true. Gives you a reason to jump in, though. You can go look for them at least. So maybe find somebody else's. So cool. So let's get started. So here we are today. We've got two beautiful human beings with some super interesting stuff to learn. And we've got Brooke and we've got Lloyd from the Dittfurths family, and they're going to tell us a little bit about themselves and how they got here and became part of the group, and then tell you about an amazing opportunity to visit DFW, Dallas, Texas, and join them in their meetup. So why don't you guys get started? So Lloyd, I'm sure that some of the people are wondering, what was that whole story about, homeless to highways to happiness? Let's start with that. Tell us a little about yourself.
Well, so in 2001, I had my own trucks and I was blowing and going and everything was great. And then I was partnered up with a company and some stuff went bad and they decided that they didn't want to file it on their insurance because they didn't have insurance. So we lost literally everything. And then about 6 months, I actually started traveling and flying. Then that was June 2021. And then 6 months later, 6 months later, my wife gets cancer. So therefore it's hustling and bustling. And then we had a landlord that he was really crappy. And we lived in half a house because we had a flood and they tore out all the sheetrock. And then he decided, hey, you know what? I can get these guys out of here and we can, double the rent. So therefore we ended up homeless for a little bit and lived in an extended stay hotel. And then now we got a beautiful 42-foot long, 2 bedrooms with a bunk, 4 slides, 5th wheel. It's on a lake outside of Dallas and everything's wonderful.
I like it. Brooke, can you confirm this? Do you know this guy?
I don't know how PG we're gonna be here, but I'll just say
whatever.
We met in 2001 or 2011. Yes, Lloyd. I don't know. I'm not the one that's good with the dates, right? So, and I just say he's a booty call that never left. He just stays. I don't know why he's not gone, but
he's staying for the sunglasses. He's been looking for expensive sunglasses for years now.
Right. Yeah, I know. And he'll say that I'm very expensive and that's why he's had to go out on the road and
her hair is $500. That hair is $500 a month.
A month?
Every 5 weeks.
Hey, it is what it is. So, but yes, we were homeless. He still tries to say that we're homeless. And I'm like, we're not homeless. We have a roof over our head and we have an address where our mail goes to. So we are not homeless, Lloyd. But telling people we're homeless.
I like it. So how do you guys like these?
You gotta tell him how you got into this whole club thing. Cause I'm just a tag along now.
Oh, wow. That was just for me delivering semi trucks all over North America and turning and burning and going. I mean, hell, I think last year I spent more time in United clubs than I did with my own wife. So pretty much
she's
all
been
the
home for
bartenders.
He's been home for 2 months. It's time for him to leave again. Like I'm ready for him to go. And I tell him that all the time. I'm like, when are you going to leave again? So now I've had to start leaving the house and traveling, but I don't want to. I want to stay home while he's traveling.
So is this meetup really just like a send away party? Like he like sending him off, or what's this party for?
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah, no. I'm hoping that he goes away to next week, but we'll see.
Wow.
So DFW is going to be, so whenever the whole deal started talking about doing meetups and everything, and Evan put that out there, I sit there and I thought, well, I'm not going to beat a yacht. Sorry, Sahil. I can't beat that. I can't compete with that either. And I thought, how do I tell people? Because I don't know who all is from the city and Newark and, San Francisco and all that that's watching, but it's a lot of people have a misconception about Texas. Now, I grew up in a town of 300 people. We had the largest graduating class in school history at 12. I literally rode a horse to school.
12.
But everybody
people thinks that's all we do is ride horses everywhere.
like
we do
my
have
mom,
cars.
My mom actually was doing Uber in Amarillo, and there was a flight from Denver that had a mechanical issue, and they had to land in Amarillo, and they were scared there was going to be cattle on the runway, kind of deal. But and it's not like that. I mean, that being down in Austin, but I wanted to show people a little bit of the historical side. And so that's why I was like, you know what? We're going to the stockyards, and everybody's traveling on planes and everything. Well, let's take it back to 1913, and let's go ahead and take a train. That way you get to see the city a little bit. You get to actually go down the old rails. Fun fact, my grandmother was actually, she would come up with her dad to deliver cattle. They would come up on a train and take them to the stockyards in Fort Worth where we're going. Awesome. So, but I don't know if anybody's ever heard of Billy Bob's and all that, but that's all right there.
Billy Bob's is trouble.
Billy Bob's
and
in
let's
trouble.
just go ahead and throw in that you love trains. So I'm not surprised that you threw in a train ride.
Lloyd, you love trains?
I love trains. I think that I grew up literally like 2 blocks from the railroad tracks. And they like sung me to sleep every night. Like every 15 minutes, there was a freight train coming through. And like I say, it was a small town where nobody ever expected to get out of there. I was expected to do exactly what my dad did and be a tractor mechanic and dig ditches for my whole life and be poor and just worthless. But that train going through town was a dream for me. You would never have convinced me that I would. I believe my Flighty app says I've been around the world 3 times this year. Like, you would never have convinced me of that.
That's impressive. So you made 1K for next year.
I'm like 5 points away.
Okay.
It counts.
Are you a million miler?
No. I literally just started. Like I say, I just started flying in 2021. I didn't start going dedicated to strictly United until October of 2021. Last year, I hit 1K for the very first time in July. July 6th, I believe it was, when I hit it. So this year I've kind of slowed down a lot.
Nice. And you're connecting everywhere, so that helps. On the US.
It kind of depends on where the loads are going. Like the other day, I went to Canada and I literally had to walk across the Niagara Falls Bridge, the pedestrian bridge, dragging 2 Pelican boxes and backpacks on my shoulder. And I go through customs. Customs is always interesting wherever you're at. And the guy sees me, and apparently it happens a lot because Ubers won't take you back across to Buffalo. And he sees me, and he opens up the old lane, and I just handed my passport, and he walks me through, and I had to walk another 3 blocks to catch an Uber. But it just depends on the season. Most winters I spend in North Dakota. I am frigid, and nobody wants to come up here because the loads pay more. And so therefore I get Denver a lot more. But then when it's hot and muggy, it's more East Coast, Georgia west.
Nice.
You should tell us what you do, because I don't think everybody knows.
Oh, so I started delivering semi trucks, those piggyback ones. I started delivering those like I said, about 2 years ago. And then about 2 months ago, I actually got a crane right there.
Oh yeah.
And I started a deal where I'm actually just unpiggybacking them at a factory that receives the chassis down here south of Dallas. And so I've been down here. I've got other guys who come in. That way I can hit the road and go run a little bit, because I still like getting gone, and my wife really likes it when I'm gone.
See? Well, I do like it when he's gone, and he needs to be gone because football season is starting, and he does not like football. So
oh, you're a football fan?
Like, oh yeah, 100%. And it's like reverse roles in our house. I'm the one begging to watch football, and he's like, "Can we watch anything else but football?" And I'm like, "No, I gotta watch football." So
Cowboys?
Yes. No, I'm not a big NFLer. We are diehard. Oh, I am a diehard Sooners fan. OU college.
Oh, okay. Friday night. Saturday
night.
Saturday.
Yep, Saturday.
But Friday
yep,
night in Texas is crazy.
Do you do the Red River Shootout? Do you get tickets to the Red River Shootout?
I used to. I haven't been in the last couple of years. Obviously, I didn't do much of anything last year because I had several surgeries and I just couldn't be out in the heat. But I definitely have gone, and they have been amazing games. 100%.
Yeah.
I was at the one with the 6 overtimes.
Yeah, there's been a few that have been insane. You just never know who's going to win. It doesn't matter the record. Nope. It's like throw that out the window and just play the game. So
yep,
it's pretty cool.
You never know. I mean, who would have thought that, last year or the year before, or I think it was last year when Texas scored 21 points in the first 2 minutes of the game, and then they just blew it.
And they blew it at the end. That was an insane game.
Game.
I don't get it, Lloyd. You get it, Lloyd?
We're talking UT and OU here. So
not my thing. Sorry.
Yeah. Should we come back to you guys? You guys want to get back in the conversation?
No, I'm good. I was going to ask Lloyd if she's seen the pics you posted from Virginia Beach. Lloyd is frozen.
What? Oh, that's okay. He can be frozen. He talks all the time. Which pictures? The ones where we were on the beach?
Yes.
Yeah, I've seen those pictures.
Okay. He goes, "Don't use this one, please. Don't use this one." I said, "Okay, we won't use that one."
There you go.
No.
How long do you guys stay there?
You are. We were only there for 3 days. I have a friend that lives on Chicks Beach, so we just went and hung out and saw her. It was fun. We had fun. Just a nice little getaway.
Scott, I was in Williamsburg at the same time.
Yeah.
But it was going to take me 2 hours to go the 20 miles to go visit them at the beach. So because the traffic was so bad.
Yeah.
Over 2 hours.
Yeah.
So we said, we're not going to get together.
Yeah.
Just didn't work out.
Didn't work
quite a
out.
coincidence.
Yeah. It's all right.
What are you going to be doing during this party?
Me?
Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't been told what my role is yet, other than to show up. So, and he made sure that there was no football game and it wasn't a home game, and that I was off that weekend because I work every other weekend.
So. Okay, but if you guys are doing brunch on Sunday, there's got to be. Is there a bit you're not watching a lot of NFL? Because there's got to be a Dallas. Doesn't Dallas have their first game? Or I'm trying to think.
I think so. Somebody has their first game. So, I mean, I would love to watch football. I mean, 100%. But
so that would be an interesting thing if people want it. You should double check because I think the first game of the season might be. What date's your event again?
September 2nd is the first game, isn't it?
15, 16, and 17.
Okay.
The weekend of the 15th.
So then, they'll already be playing. You should see if Dallas has a home game. Because that'll be actually a cool thing if people want to stay the rest of the day, do brunch, and then go watch a Dallas game.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, absolutely. I think their standing room tickets are like $25. Like they're not expensive. And it's that middle realm on the in between the nosebleed sections and the cool people that get to be down below, and it's not that bad. I've been to the Big 12 championship there, and we had standing room tickets, and that was fun.
Yeah, it could be a fun experience. Just don't buy any food because a pizza is like $120. But
and the beer is outrageously expensive too. So
there you go.
No, I will probably just be a nice little hostess and do what Lloyd says, right, honey?
We're asking where's
my wife? So everybody knows, Texas is hot. And
Very.
the reason it kicked me off is because my phone told me it's too hot.
Put the AC on, Lloyd.
Yeah, because I had it was in the air conditioner. Like, I've got the air conditioning going in my pickup, but it was up and it had just a little bit of sun bleeding through. I had it leaned up just right here, and it
Oh,
told me it
okay.
was too hot and it shut off.
It is that hot
I
in
had to go put
Texas.
it in
I
the
mean,
ice
it's
for a minute.
ridiculous.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Well, I'm in San Antonio, and it's actually not too bad today. It's 96, so it's not too bad.
What are you doing in San Antonio?
We had some people at work. We have satellite stations. So I'm actually a 911 dispatcher, and I'm also a paramedic. And I work for a company, and we actually have pretty much the market on the 35 corridor. So we have all of San Antonio. We do their 911 for their outside line counties. And then we have Austin area, and then we have Dallas and Temple. And then our main hub is Louisiana. So they started in Louisiana, and then we also have Houston as well. So some people here, there's only 4 people that actually work in the comm center here for our company, and two of them were out. And so I came up here Monday night after I got off work. No, what day is it? Thursday? Tuesday, I drove 5 hours from Dallas down to San Antonio, worked from 10:30 at night to 11:40 in the morning. And then I went and I slept and got up and worked today. And then I have to drive back to Dallas tonight and then go to work tomorrow morning in Dallas. So
Nice. And it's a
Yeah.
pretty big corridor to be working.
fun. Yeah. So yeah, we just, I was like, oh, I'm already going to be down there because I actually drive to San Antonio to get my hair done. So that's an added expense to his little $600 caveat.
So here's a question for you guys too. I saw that you said that you're going to be heading over to Grapevine. Is that for brunch or whatever? But I was wondering if you're going to be in Grapevine, Texas. What about would it be a smart place to stay at the Gaylord? You know, that like awesome hotel they get out there? Because that's a
So
Marriott
everybody
property
is-
too, right?
It is a Marriott property.
Everybody's,
Yes.
the hotel that everybody seems to have booked up at is that the one right there at the airport.
Uh-huh.
The Fort
There's-
Worth one.
They're actually they have great prices for the
What?
Marriotts. There's 2. There's the South and the North Marriott. They're both decent. Those are nice. I wonder if
coming
they.
to
Yeah, we
Yes,
tried to
Scott.
work a deal.
What's that?
Are you coming to this event, Scott?
Very possibly. I've got to see. My whole life right now is revolved around my daughter's mental health and happiness, and just that's where I'm at. Family.
Yep.
So
Family.
I totally
Yep.
understand that.
totally got that. But
100%. Yeah.
you know what you guys could look at too? That might be another option. You know how they have that thing Resort Pass? Have you guys seen Resort Pass? So
No.
Resort Pass, they charge you like $50 a day. You go to resortpass.com and they have like nice hotels. So you go spend the day there without a room and you can just get a cabana or something. You guys should take a look because maybe on Sunday that could even be an option too. If it's going to be still warm, do like a Resort Pass at the Gaylord, get a cabana and everybody can just drink and chill out before they head back. Because that would be a nice place for everybody to see. A lot of fun.
You like that Gaylord?
It's nice. Have you been there?
Yeah, I stayed there a couple of times.
Yeah, I mean it's just as nice as like the Hyatt resorts. Like they're just nice hotels, you know. It's a good place
They're
to
really
chill.
big.
Very big.
They're really big spots. That's the one that has a big star on the outside because it's the
think they do,
Texas
yeah.
Texas one.
Yeah, it
But,
wasn't a
really-
Marriott property. I think it just became one.
Yeah, when the Gaylords all jumped on.
Mhm.
I want to hear more about this Friday Saturday thing with Lloyd because there's still some secrecy here.
I
We're
want more
talking
too.
about taking a train ride. You said
What are
there's
you
a
doing
dinner.
on the train?
I don't know. What are we doing on the train, Lloyd?
He's
Oh
not
my
here to tell us.
goodness.
Hey, Lloyd.
I think he's having issues.
As long as the
Nope.
shirt doesn't come off, we're good.
I know, right?
Yeah,
Nope,
he's
see,
gone.
we lost him.
You know what he
And
should
you
do?
can ask
He
me.
he
You
should
can
take off
secret
his
Me too.
he should take off his shirt, put his shirt over the phone to cover the phone from the heat, and then all problems are solved.
All problems are solved. Shirtless Lloyd.
We're gonna have to suggest
all he
that when he
ever
comes
does.
back. So
Yeah,
what
he's
do
been
you
know.
walking around shirtless. I've noticed that. A lot of videos of
Huh?
Lloyd shirtless. I've noticed a lot of
So-
videos of Lloyd shirtless.
So Lloyd has ADHD, and so he has thoughts that run through his head all the time. Well, he goes for walks out at where our property is, and he just goes to get his suntan. That's how he tans. And so he takes his shirt off and he goes for his little 3-mile walk. And that's why we have shirtless Lloyd on videos. And then he thinks of something. He's like, oh, let me do a live video and talk about things and get it off my mind. So that's why we have shirtless Lloyd. He likes to go suntan.
Good thing for cameras and phones. So Lloyd, tell us about
can you
Friday night.
talk
What's
now?
going on Friday? Anything?
Friday night.
Oh, okay. Sorry. For some reason, I couldn't hear anything. So Friday night, basically, we're just going to kind of play it by ear. I was thinking maybe we could do a little dancing kind of deal, depending on what time people are coming in. Maybe because somebody might want to do a little boot scoot and boogie whenever they come on to Texas. Somebody might need to buy
Boot,
some
scoot,
clothes.
boogie.
You know, get down. turn
And where would this
around.
dancing be going on?
Huh?
Where would this dancing be going
Well,
on?
we can
So
pick a place.
dance balls around there. It's Texas. So it
Okay.
ain't that hard.
He hasn't. In other words, he hasn't really picked a dance hall just yet. So that would be the cue on that one. But definitely, I will probably be the one looking into that for it.
100%. Got to make her
Yeah.
happy.
And then Saturday? Saturday, anything before the train ride?
No, because it starts like we got to get on the train at like 10 o'clock in the morning. So
Okay.
yeah, and
And
then
it-
so the
what-
train's going to be about 2 hours going over there, and then you get a few hours to hang out at the stockyards, and then the train comes back. Now we can opt not to ride back. We can opt to go ahead and come back, but the plan is whenever we get back, there's some little barbecue joints, and then crashing that speakeasy.
Oh,
So,
speakeasy. Yeah. Well,
And
I
then,
would tell everybody what some people.
well, what
might
time
not
would we
know
get to
what a
Billy Bob's?
speakeasy is.
so we'd be
that-
at Billy Bob's in the afternoon.
Okay.
Oh, because of the train ride. I don't know
Yeah.
if they're open in the afternoon. I mean, we can always, Uber back over there and that would be a cool little thing unless they have a concert. I don't know. Sometimes they have concerts usually on Saturday nights and it usually gets pretty packed in there, but there's Neon Moon and all those other ones down there. Can't go to Cadillacs. It burnt down 2 weeks ago. So that was a staple and an icon, but it burnt down. So
Well,
definitely.
I kind of thought about going to Cadillacs Friday night until it burned down.
So that's
Well,
off the table now just because it burned down?
it
Last time I went to Billy
well,
Bob's in the afternoon, it was closed.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, most of them don't open
Saturday-
up until like 5.
Saturdays they sometimes have bull ridings in there in the afternoons. They do the slack in the afternoon. They did the perf later. So
Okay.
I don't know if they'll still be doing it or not. There's nothing on the schedule for them yet. So
And
We
then
should
we
be
got
making
to-
some phone calls.
Yeah. What-
Yeah, he does. I mean, he's just sitting in his truck staring out into the world. He can. I made a suggestion. Yeah, this all day long. I love him. He's my best friend. So, but anyways, but I still want him to go away. He
Wow.
they
Okay.
they have stock they what do they call it when the bulls go through the center of the stockyards.
Roundup?
It's a
cattle
trail.
drive.
Oh, the cattle drive.
Cattle
Sorry.
drive.
Sorry. Kind of like right there at the
With the
cattle house,
Longhorns, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They do that. But it depends on if it's hot. If it's too hot, they're not going to do it. So that would be something that we have to wait until it gets closer to time to see if that's going to actually be something that they can do. They do it early in the morning, or they do it at 4 o'clock. You said, Lloyd?
So my understanding it was about noon or so, but they haven't been doing it in like the last month. And like
Yeah.
even
It's too hot.
bull rides and stuff, like they're not doing those because it's too hot. So
What time does the train get? The train gets there around noon.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
then
so
we're
we'll
out?
have 2 hours of stockyards. Hey, there's
That's
a lot of nice places. There's a lot of nice little areas over there. Anybody like micheladas? Those are really good. Red beer, that's pretty good.
So the
Tell
train
everybody what-
returns at 2:00.
Tell everybody what that is. You know,
Michelada.
for the people up north who don't know, what's a michelada?
It is like basically a Bloody Mary, but instead of made with vodka or gin or whatever you want to put in it, it's made with beer of your choice, and it's pretty good. Pretty good.
Pretty
fizzy.
good. It's worth
Sounds
trying.
like Scott had a couple.
I lived in Mexico for a bit, so I was forced to drink those at El Gato. Was the bar we used to go to El Gato and start our day. Get me a tamale and a little bit of
Have you ever been to the
michelada.
Kentucky bar?
The what is it?
Do you know where the Kentucky
Kentucky
bar
bar?
is?
I have not.
It's in
Is
Juarez.
it pretty good?
Juarez. It's in
It's
Juarez.
Oh, so it's right over the
original
border.
bar Oh yeah, it's the original bar from the 1800s. Like it's literally still got the pea trough underneath it, kind of deal. Yeah. FYI, Juarez is not a great vacation spot. It's really not.
No,
it's not.
It's a border town. That's why when you
not.
said Juarez, I was like, no.
It's not a good place to
No.
drive through either. I don't care
No.
about vacation. You don't walk through that town. No,
No.
Well,
No.
I walked across, but
I've been there. I was eager to leave.
fun.
Yeah.
Eager to leave is a good.
Yep.
That explains it well right there. I was
Eager to
ready to
leave.
go.
Especially when the cops stopped us. We're not moving, and the cop said, "Hey, you've been speeding. Give me money." So that's always a good way to end your trip out. But
So
all right,
people
so that's
come-
2:00
so-
Well, we
return
got
trip.
some things. Yeah, 2:00 return
Okay.
trip, and then maybe freshen up because it's going to be hot, right? And do some barbecue and dinner for evening dinner, and then pick a dance place or where what people would like to do. And we haven't discussed it. We haven't been together for more than a couple of days this past month, so
I'll be honest. A lot of it is just kind of waiting to find out who's actually coming. Because
Well, I think it's kind of like a
I
catch-22.
Yeah.
People
Yeah.
want
To
know
that
what's
point.
going
Yeah.
on.
Yeah. You've got to have like a plan.
Yeah.
So what
Yeah.
what I was hearing, and I'm just thinking if I'm, maybe have like an option, but have some more specifics. So if you're going to go to Fort Worth, maybe what you do is you do what you said first is you do the train on the way in, spend the full day at Fort Worth, do something fun there and Uber back when everyone's ready to go. I would do some Googling and figure out what's open because a bull ride sounds fun. The stockyards, maybe catching a happy hour at some like famous bar.
Yep.
Yes, we won't even know.
I'll take
until-
charge. I'll take charge. I'll find out. I'll have him let you guys
I feel
know.
better now.
Okay, good. The wife's in charge.
Sorry, Lloyd.
I love it.
Lloyd,
Listen,
they had posted some questions in the event. Did you get around to taking a look at those?
I can't see any of them.
Oh no, because one of the members had asked if what was going on because she was going to change her flight to try to get back in time. So I saw that in the event today. If you go click on the event, you should see the questions since you posted the event, right?
So
Under
yeah,
comments.
I hadn't seen any comments or anything. Facebook gets weird for me sometimes because I've got like 6 viral videos that are still going and people comment on them for me doing my hotel reviews and stuff. So it doesn't give me notifications of a lot of comments, especially if there are people I'm not friends with. So if it's in a group and it's older, it just kind of doesn't show me that. So I'll have to go back and look at that.
Okay, go to the events tab and then look at your event. Click on your
Yeah, I would
event.
check that every day because people are going to be asking comments right till the day you guys have the event. Anything that we got in the comments here, people are saying that a train is just as good as a yacht. Totally agree. Trains, yachts, all good. Someone was at Mansfield High and TCU, definitely part of Dallas area. And Texas people still have manners. Depends where you are in Texas.
Go Cowboys.
Go
Fort Worth,
Cowboys.
yes. Dallas, no.
Yeah, I don't know. And then people want to see if they can get a discount at Ream because of Evan's hat. If you're working for Ream, if you can pull that off.
No, sorry, I don't work for Ream.
But I would have
Hat
actually
sounds
taken
so
that
great.
too. If you did have discounts on air conditioning, actually, I don't want to talk about it. My air conditioning works, but I get scared with the heat here. So we'll just keep
have
it
you-
working.
3 things. 1, put a sprinkler outside on top of it. It actually cools the coils and makes it easier. 2, the umbrella trick does actually work a little bit, but not too much.
Yeah, I've seen people do that too. Yeah, it's worth trying. I mean, anything's worth to like the salvation of that AC unit. So, well, cool. Well, thank you guys for being here and sharing your info about yourselves and the event. Anything you guys, any parting words, anything we need to tell everybody
Yeah,
who's in our group?
I would say come and have a good time. Lloyd and I are comical, so especially when we're together, we feed off of each other a lot, and people are like, "What?" They just don't understand the dynamic at all. I mean, he's a good old country boy, no tattoos. I'm almost completely sleeved out, tattoos, piercings, and all that stuff, and they just don't get it. I mean, just don't get it. So it's gonna be fun. We're gonna have lots of fun, and if you don't know how to country dance, that's okay. We'll teach you. So it's not hard.
That scares me, but okay.
Couple shots of tequila. Everybody's doing everything right.
Yeah, everybody's doing it
Jose
anyways.
long.
Just
No more Jose.
do everybody a
Any party-
favor. Fill in the
Go
details
ahead.
for us so that people have a bit more of an idea of exactly what,
Yes.
more or less what's going on. Because I know one of our members, Kelly, she goes, I don't know what's going on. I'm booking hotels and flights and I don't know what's going on. I said, okay, we'll get you more information because she wants to go, but she's detail oriented. So me, I'm
Yes.
not so much, but
Right.
we need that. And then keep on updating the event with comments, and we only have a few weeks left. So
Absolutely.
Well, we'll see y'all the
15th.
I believe
Yep.
it is. So, yeah,
All
Friday
right.
night, which is a week. But one more little fun fact: if you're a man out there and you're looking to get married, always have an argument on when you met your wife, because my anniversary is either the 24th, 25th, or 26th. Because I met her on the 24th. We actually started talking on the 25th, and our first date was on the 26th at 4:00 in the morning. So I have 3 days to get it right. Just saying.
That's fair.
that'll work for me.
Oh my
Yeah.
All right.
All right, guys.
All right, guys.
Love you guys. Enjoy the
All right,
rest of your
later.
day.
Don't hang up. Don't hang up.
You guys
Okay.
stay. We're going to end the broadcast, but we're still going to be here. Just nobody else knows except for us. Love you guys.